Oh my God. I mean, honestly, I'm just excited to talk about this with you. Truly.
Me too. Me too. I've been wanting to just call you and talk about it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
let's get it on the pod.
Let's make some content out of this.
Exactly.
Welcome to Two Online by Boys Club.
Hot internet news served fresh. I'm Natasha Hoskins,
I'm Deana Burke.
and this is Boys Club.
Wait, is it just Boys Club?
It's just Boys Club.
The Boys Club podcast?
No, just Boys Club. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to Two Online by Boys Club. This is a podcast where we talk about being too much on the internet. And we bring on friends to share with us about it.
And about their internet. We have a great guest today, Steph Alinsug, who is CMO of Friends with Benefits, and she has a clear beat, which is hot internet girls. And so she found a story that matches her beat precisely today. So excited for her to share more about the Charli XCX of it all.
I want to talk about this interview with Steph, and calling it an interview is hilarious because it was just two girlies gabbing about the things that they love. But before we do that, we're going to do a little new segment where Deana and I tell each other quick hits, quick beats, what's going on our internet today. I have a lot of fun ones.
I have two big stories that are really dominating my timeline today. One is the Orlando baby.
Oh my God, yes. It's so great. Okay, you tell it.
That's it. Really just a funny TikTok of a little baby who seems much wiser than his years. And it's like one of those ones that it's like a 3-second video and reaction. That is just perfect. So that's a big one. And then really
what it is, for people who haven't seen it, is a mom is recording and the dad is holding a little baby. And the mom says, "Who's ready to go to the Four Seasons Orlando?" And the baby, that's an infant, just raises its finger.
It's so deft. It's such a deft finger raise. So the memes around that are great. And then really totally on the other side of the spectrum is the new, is it a black or gold dress, which is the Hostel photo, the unidentifiable Hostel photo, which to some people looks like a man's hand kneading dough. And to other people, it looks like sex penetration.
Oh, wait, that's what that is? Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Okay. I have been seeing it, but not looking at it, if that makes sense. I've just been
fair enough.
I don't want this.
Yeah.
But a man kneading dough makes so much more sense because for the listener, what I have seen is that it's a picture. Someone has taken a photo of a framed image that I believe to be at a hostel in Europe.
Mm-hmm. But it's huge. It's like wall size.
Yeah.
That's an important context for it. It's not just like some little picture in a corner. It's like the size of literally a wall.
And it's disgusting looking.
And yeah, some people are like, this is clearly a man's hand kneading dough. And then other people are saying this is clearly a sexual photo. So link in show notes. Let us know what you think.
Okay, here's what's going on in my world. I have quite a few, and I'm really enjoying all of them. First one, really easy to understand. A text message exchange between Tom Hanks and his son, Chet Hanks, where Tom asks Chet to explain the beef between Kendrick and Drake. And Chet does a great job. He goes all in. He does a service for his father. And then Tom Hanks responds, "Holy cow!" ! These are fighting words. People taking sides. Who's winning? Just a cute little wholesome exchange between father and son. So that's been going on. Orlando baby, a ton of Orlando baby. And then two other ones that I am very much enjoying. The first is who are two freaks that actually did match each other's freak. So, and I'm getting some really fun ones. One of which is SBF and Caroline Allison, which is a hilarious combo. And then the other thing, the last one that I am absolutely just has bowled me over is a video of the cast of The Bear at a sports outing. A game, a Cubs maybe, Chicago Cubs, Chicago Cubs game, and it's Jeremy Allen White rubbing Ayo's back in a very sweet and loving way, and I retweeted it this morning and said, "This is the most sexually explicit thing I have seen in many years," and nobody got it. But this is sending me. It's sending me.
So for the listener who doesn't know, two co-stars of the hit show on Hulu, The Bear, and they have like a real friendship in the show, and seemingly off stage as well.
Off camera.
Off camera. But this maybe betrays that narrative.
Well, people
that
ship
they were
them.
just friends.
Yes.
People totally ship them. But they have been also like, we're just coworkers. Like,
Adamant.
don't be weird about it.
Adamant about
Yeah.
the fact that they're not even, she doesn't even claim that they're friends. She's just like, we're coworkers. We really like working together. This is not, I have never been touched by a coworker in such a way. Okay. So the internet is ablaze and I am watching it like a hawk. I'm here for it completely.
Story developing.
Story developing. Maybe more to come next week. So that's what's happening on our internet. Steph Alinsug, quick hit on this that I just have to say is I did not know who Brat was until the Charli 360 video. So Steph Alinsug comes on. We talk about the Charli XCX 360 video, all the cameos, and then also just her PR strategy right now with this new release of her next album. Incredible work, just God level marketing. And part of the video is there's all these cameos. And one of them is this woman named Brat. I did not know her. And now I am full-blown obsessed with this woman. She is the coolest thing that I have ever seen ever. She's incredible.
She's incredible. Yeah.
You were like,
She's
I can't
really
believe
cool.
you don't know her. And
she's got a great beat, cool, hot girl, skinny eyebrows, and like overlined lips, and food. She does like food content, and also is dating Maddie Healy, who
problematic.
I have a running list that says problematic people who I would probably conspire with. And Maddie Healy is on that list for me. So deeply problematic man, but probably would conspire with him in some way or another. So that's my disclosure there on Maddie Healy. But yeah, she's incredible.
Incredible. I mean, her TikToks are just like, she just seems so natural. She's a model, so she seems so natural in front of the camera, but she's really funny, like has a very funny thing going. And I think to do the things that she's doing with her face, you have to be so beautiful. Like, she has removed her eyebrows and she pencils them in and she's still stunning. She is like, I think if Angelina Jolie was a Gen Zer, how she would show up. That's kind of the vibe.
Nice. That's a good reference.
Okay, enjoy the show. Let us know what you think. Okay, so on today's show, we have Steph Alinsug, CMO at FWB, on-chain media evangelist, boys club zine 2 internet it girl, and a very online woman. Welcome to the show, Steph.
So honored to be here. Just hearing you say all those things in a row, including zine 2 internet it girl. I mean, yeah, I feel very flattered.
Couldn't be more well suited for today's conversation.
True.
And you're very online. You're online on an internet that I am also very much on. We're on the same internet a lot of the time.
Yes. Yeah. Very, adjacent, lots of overlap. Venn diagram is deep.
Mm-hmm. It's almost just a circle at this point. So we're going to have you talk about something that we have been DMing about. And I kind of want to just let you take it away and tell me what's going on your internet.
Okay. So this is not only going on in my internet, it is going on in my life. It has fully bled into reality. Like, this is not just an internet thing for me anymore. So Charli XCX released a video for her new single 360. Charli XCX, for like a little bit of context, has been bleeding out singles from her upcoming album Brat, which drops June 7th. She dropped Club Classics and B2B. B2B, which is like arguably, in my opinion, the better song than 360. But like we will get to
hot take.
Very hot take. I know. I'm sorry. Everyone just sit down. We're gonna get there. I know. Also, Von Dutch. She came out with Von Dutch a bit prior to Club Classics and B2B. Anyway, dropped 360. There was some teasing about it in like the 48 to 24 hours ahead of time, and it got me very excited. But the video dropped, internet absolutely blew up. Mm-hmm. I actually personally, so I am a mother, can you believe it or not? I have 2 children. I have a 3-year-old son and a 7.5-year-old daughter. And on Mother's Day, I was like, you guys, we need to go to church. I literally said this.
Wow, I love that.
And we watched the video. We watched the video. And then I was like, okay.
You got me.
End to end, watch the video. And then I was like, all right, guys. And I will send you the screen of this. I posted to my stories, maybe remember it. But at the end of the video, I was like, now we have to do internet hot girl face.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I was like, so we bring the camera up.
Uh-huh.
We like expand the whatever that is. And then head down, look a little angry, and do this. And my kids did it. It was amazing.
They crushed. I saw this. And like your daughter, I was like, oh, I fear for me because she is going to take over the world. I was like, she's got it. She's got it at 7.
At 7. I know.
It's
I know.
amazing.
Truly my hero. But so yeah, the video dropped and the video itself is beautiful, right? But it includes cameos from every single internet hot girl, some of whom I have not even heard of.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt I was like getting education.
Yeah.
I was being educated.
Learning.
I was learning. Yes. We learned a lot.
I want to get into the cameos because part of what made this so powerful was the breadth of Cool Girl. It wasn't just your Instagram girlies, influencers, whom we love and celebrate, but it was deep cuts as well. So let's hear about some of the cameos that came in.
Yeah. So the big one that was teased was Chloe Sevigny, who as
Dream Girl.
Dream Girl. I mean, I am turning 35 on Friday, and I grew up with Chloe Sevigny. So Chloe Sevigny is my mother, and to see her come out like of that car and just like hotboxed, just like, oh my God.
It was incredible. It was incredible.
It was incredible.
It was like such a hot moment. Like I was like, I'm there and I'm witnessing it, and I was at the shoot. That's how I felt. You know?
Yeah. And it's also like, I don't know if you think about yourself this way, but I definitely think about myself this way. In my head, that's how I think I exit my car every single time, right? like every single time. I just like get out of like a sexy black like convertible Porsche, I think it was, and it's like hotbox and I've got a cigarette and like a mini skirt and like I'm wearing all black. Like that's
That's how I feel when I'm like getting off the L Graham stop, and I'm certain that's not how I look.
100%.
Not the same energy, but in my head, that's what's happening.
That's what matters, though, right? Hot girl's a state of mind.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And then, of course, Julia Fox. I love Julia Fox. You know, Julia Fox, also single mom queen, has a hilarious bit where Charli XCX. So at the beginning, okay, actually, this is good context. At the beginning of the video, there is this like council of hot girls who are saying they need to anoint the next internet hot girl.
Mm-hmm.
Charli XCX is like a little annoyed because she wants to play her song for everyone. and she's like, all right, okay, we need to decide who the next internet hot girl is. Points to a blonde chick at the end of the table. And she's like, what about her? And Rachel Sennett she's like, that's literally Julia Fox. And Julia Fox is just like, who, me? Like,
I love it. It's so good. Also, I don't know if you know this, but Julia Fox, she is celibate. Can you believe that?
I love that for her, actually.
Totally.
Truly. Like, boy, yes.
That's like, that makes her so powerful. She's like beyond. It's so like powerful. She's in a different atmosphere completely.
Completely. Yeah. I mean, yes, we can all be a little bit more like Julia Fox. I think, okay, I'm not gonna go into whether or not people should be having as much sex as we're having. Are we even having that much sex? I don't know. We can.
Who's to say? Who's to say? Okay, so we got Julia Fox. We got Rachel Sennett, comedian, hilarious, wrote Bottoms, starred in it, amazing. And then we have Charli XCX, and then who else do we have?
We have Gabriette. So Gabriette, who is like scary goth hot girl, that version, like, you know, like penciled in eyebrows kind of vibe.
Yeah. I wish I could commit to that, but the male gaze has got me pretty much on lock.
Yeah. It's time. Our life is long. We have a lot of years ahead of us.
True. That's
a lot of
very
productive
true.
years ahead of us. Gabriette, and then Emma Chamberlain.
Oh, classic.
Emma Chamberlain
Huge.
in the SUV backing up against the other car. So great.
So good.
A total mess. The level of symbolism across the video, like even if we set aside the cameos, like hot girls hit curbs, right? Like they got it. They got it in the video. They got hot girls hit curbs in the video. You know?
Totally.
Like,
It's so good. So I feel like what it solidified, which has been over the course of the last few months, just an all-out world-class A+ debut of this, I would say, a little bit of a rebrand for Charli XCX publicly. Because she was like pop girly, even though she's always been sort of like rave, dance girl, like party girl. It was more, her public persona, I don't think, had matched that cool girl internet, like hot girl thing. And over the course of the last 3 months has just taken it by storm. Would you agree?
Yes, 100%. And I think we love an era. Like, we love a clearly defined era. And I feel this, how can they make this about me? It feels so relatable because we love an era because it's like, it's like, oh, I remember when I used to be like X, or I just like, you know, I have gone through transformations. Like, I feel like all of like, yeah, just the amount of transformations that we go to as individuals and allow ourselves to do, like seeing that in Charli XCX has actually been really cool. I mean, I in thinking about this episode, like Boom Clap is 10 years old. Like, yeah, 2014.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm ancient.
I know. Because I remember when Boom Clap came out, I was like, oh, who is Charli XCX? And to your point, she was very much this like kind of sugar pop princess. I mean, listen to Boom Clap.
Yes.
But when she did Speed Drive last year, really fascinating, right? Like Barbie, so sort of like this like, again, sugar pop princess kind of vibe. But because it was, you know, a Barbie as it was with Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig and everyone, it definitely had this like, oh no, we are now in our 30s.
Right.
We now have like income and spending power and influence on the economy. And yeah, when she did Speed Drive, it definitely felt like a transition moment for her, right?
Yes. Vibe shift.
Yes, vibe shift. And I will say, last year she did a surprise DJ at Fest. She DJ'd Rush, our After Our Rave, with A.G. Cook, who also gets a cameo in 360.
I love it.
We love it. Yes, he's
full
there.
Circle.
He's in it. Full circle. So yeah, this has been a big shift for Charli XCX, and also the fact that her new album is called Brat. It's like just called Brat, and that again is just like it's really capturing. I mean, I could go into what I think this means for us.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
So if we remember Delulu Girl from last year, from 2023, right? Love Delulu Girl. What Charli XCX is going through right now and bringing to the surface is like this idea of like being known and unknowable, as they reference in the video. It's this idea of being a brat. I feel like we are moving away from Delulu and sort of like no worries if not to like revenge. Like we have like, yes, this is our bit. It's not no worries. It's not. If not, it's actually, I don't give a fuck what you think. That's what this represents for us, ladies.
Wow. It's a rebrand. It's a rebrand for the 30s girlies in the summer of 2024.
Yes. This is our summer. We get revenge.
I really love that. I think one of the things that I feel about all of this, and that I haven't been able to articulate until this conversation, has been that it's a hopeful story, because it's like, oh, you can decide who you are any given day, and you can remake yourself whenever you want. And when you see people do it so publicly in such a way that really lands, it makes you think about yourself and question your own identity and the decisions that you're making. And there's a flexibility to yourself that is inspiring.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Because of Charli XCX.
We're here because of Charli XCX. She has made me a better person.
I agree.
Yeah.
These are the moments that I felt like she really solidified her rebrand. And I'm curious if these landed for you. So, okay, she's at Fest. And that was the first moment where I was like, wait, is she cool? I always thought she was like, yeah, pop princess. And I was like, okay, maybe she's like cooler than I thought. And then her Boiler Room set was iconic. It is it is a canon event in New York City. Like
foundational text.
Exactly. It's people's like 9/11. Where were you when Charli XCX did her Boiler Room set? Like, I'm not even joking. Like, and if you were there, you're royalty. You're New York City royalty. And there's like no other way to talk about it. And so that was like, okay, iconic. I've watched that YouTube video. I don't even go on YouTube. Like, I've watched that 50 times. Like, it's on repeat.
I literally, wait, just a real quick like side quest. I literally do not go on YouTube except to watch fucking Charli XCX.
Exactly. It's the only reason. It's the only reason to go on YouTube.
I'm like, this man's platform sucks.
100%. Then she starts hitting these she's dropping these singles. They're incredible. She's like going on these podcasts and she's just funny and she has these great bits. And then Lot Radio. She shows up. Lot Radio is in my neighborhood. She does this like surprise set, 7 p.m. The entire neighborhood shows up. There were incredible tweets about like marked safe from Charli XCX set at Lot Radio because it was so chaotic. And there's this gym called Vital. So Lot Radio, for people who don't know, is essentially like a live stream for DJs that is on not 24 hours, but like all throughout the day. You could go to lotradio.com right now and be watching a DJ set. And it's in basically like a trash can of, I'm not even joking.
No,
Like
it's true. It's true.
it's disgusting. And it's like a big outdoor space and then like what's it called? Like a container, like a
Yeah, shipping container or something.
shipping
like
container
Yeah.
that has a bar and a DJ set in it. And there's like big DJs stop in and it's like this whole culture around it. She stops by, the whole literally like blocks are filled with people. There's a gym right there that's called Vital, that's a climbing gym, and it has a rooftop. And this rooftop is just filled with people. Like it was a crazy experience
This
to witness.
reminds me of when Obama spoke in Washington Square Park in like 2007. That's what this sounds like to me.
Exactly that. And anyway, that was like another big moment. And then the final, I think, would just like solidified this as just she's now our queen is the 360 music video and bringing all the other girlies. And I think what I love about it, and I think what vibes with us, is like she's bringing everybody along with her.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know? The car is
exactly.
full, and
The
she's not
car's
going by herself. And I love that.
That's right. That's right. If one of us survives, we all survive. Like that's
Exactly.
that's the vibe. Yeah. And I think the other moment I would point to also is her announcement of her tour with Troye Sivan.
Yes.
Troye Sivan.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah. The sweat tour.
Okay. This has been so great. I want to hear from you. Final question here. How orchestrated do you think this is? Her PR firm is iconic. They are like the best in the world. The woman who started her PR firm is like literal, like just royalty. So I'm curious, how much of this do you think originated from her spirit? And how much of this is like, there's these trends that are going on. We're going from no worries if not to, what was it?
Oh, I don't fucking care what you think.
I don't fucking care what you think. And like, they're seeing trends. They're seeing the vibe change for us type women. And they were like, let's ride that wave. Or do you think they were like, she was like, this is who I am. I finally am able. Because sometimes you see this with pop stars.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like a John Mayer situation where John Mayer was like acoustic guy, but really he was like, I'm a guitarist or whatever. And you
Yeah.
have to like solidify yourself to then do what you really want as an artist. So curious which, or combination of both.
Oh my gosh, I feel like this is such an existential question you've just asked me. I feel like there's probably like PhD theses on this or could be written on this. Like, but I mean, yeah, is it orchestrated? 100%. I am of the like, whatever, late stage, whatever the fuck, post, whatever, that everything is orchestrated, everything
Yes.
is marketing, everything is branding, right? So like, yes, 100%. I mean, it does feel like one of those things where whenever like the sort of zeitgeist creates these cultural cabals that emerge, like Delulu girl to whatever revenge, like rock girl kind of situation, that like we desire to have demigods to lead those
Yeah.
things, right? And so I think, yeah, to your point, I feel like Charli XCX was like naturally headed there, as we all kind of were, and yeah, but just like totally like captured on it. And actually, you know, I will say, she like looking in her history, like she's done collabs with like Haim, Lizzo, like
Oh,
Sky
wow.
Ferreira. Yeah, like on her previous
Okay.
albums. Like, I mean, she did New Shapes with Christine and the Queens and Caroline Polachek. Charger's an absolute banger. So she, I
Okay.
feel like she has like kind of always been this like,
Yeah.
partnering with the like of the moment people. But this definitely is like next level. It's like
Yeah.
next level. Yeah.
Totally. I totally agree with you. And I respect it more. To have something blueprinted out for you and then to execute on this level.
Mhm.
Wow. What an incredible ride we're all on. And I can't wait to see it continue to play out. I'm here for it.
Truly. Same.
Steph, thank you. Thank you for your wise words and for coming on to Online. I hope that this is the first of many times that we will hear from you.
Yeah, me as well. And Natasha, it's always fun to chat with you. Always fun.